they found carcinogens. Carcinogens are chemicals that can actually cause cancer. So we're putting cancer in our hair unintentionally. The chemicals are being absorbed through your scalp. So you don't know, but they're sitting in there. They found lead, there's cadmium, there is benzene, methylene chloride, acetone. Acetone is terrible because acetone causes irritation in your respiratory tract. So if you are somebody that have asthma or any kind of respiratory issues, like pneumonia, you have difficulty breathing, acetone in your hair just exacerbates it and makes it worse. Hi everybody, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new, come on in, make yourself at home. Here we talk about everything. So I was watching the news, I was watching PBS News, and yes, I do watch PBS News. No judgment, right? And there was a segment on there that when I saw kind of freaked me out a little bit. So I wanted to come here to my YouTube channel and share with my YouTube family, just in case anybody hasn't seen it and this concern any of you ladies out there and gentlemen, anybody out there really. So my hair also, I need to just trim the ends of my hair a little bit. So I'm going to be doing that and talking to you about what the new segment was talking about. So come with me and let's have a chat. My mirror here, I have scissors, and I have some hair bands here just to help me. I'm gonna section my hair just to make it easier for the trimming. It's easier to see when it's in section versus just going in blindly. So the new segment was about the 2025 consumer report that came out in February 2025, the new consumer report that came out in February 2025. And what they did in one area of the consumer report was that they took 10 synthetic braiding hair, 10 products that women use, especially Black women, use for braiding. So synthetic hair that we use for single braids, for cornrows, things like that. They took 10 different brand products and tested all 10. And the results was that all 10 products that were tested came back positive for toxic chemicals, which is a scary thought because you go out, you spend money to buy something that you think is gonna sometimes it's like a protective hairstyle. You put braids in your hair to protect your hair, to make yourself feel good, um, to make you look good, to make yourself feel good, and you are actually unintentionally putting harmful chemicals in your hair, and that's scary. So, by the way, one annoying thing about having locks during winter season is the lint. When you wear sweaters and stuff, the lint gets stuck in your hair and you have to go pulling them out like this. All 10 came back positive for toxic chemicals. They found carcinogens. Carcinogens are chemicals that can actually cause cancer. So we're putting cancer in our hair unintentionally. I mean, I'm pretty sure if people are aware that what the products they're buying to put it in their hair have cancer in it, nobody is going to buy that. Nobody is going to go out there willingly to put chemicals in their hair that are going to make them sick. But we don't know because they don't tell us. They don't put these things on the packaging for us to be aware of. Like, cigarettes have all these warnings on it. And we all know cigarettes smoking is a horrible, horrible thing we don't want to be part of. Nobody goes out and buy hair products for their hair thinking there are chemicals in it that are going to make them sick. So they found carcinogens, they found lead. Lead can actually cause kidney issues. And also in kids that have high lead in them have been found to have brain issues, developmental issues, behavior issues. So lead is something that we definitely don't want in our body. And parents buy synthetic hair to put cornrows or single braids or some kind of hairstyle in their kids' hair because they're trying to protect the kids' hair, not knowing that they're putting lead in the kid. Thing is that these chemicals are sitting on your hair and the chemicals are being absorbed through your scalp. So you don't know, but they're sitting in there. They found lead, there's cadmium, there is benzene, methylene chloride, acetone. Acetone is terrible because acetone causes irritation in your respiratory tract. So if you are somebody that have like asthma or any kind of respiratory issues, like pneumonia, you have difficulty breathing, acetone in your hair just exacerbates it and makes it worse. So these are very, very bad things that we don't want in our hair. And we're going out and buying them and putting it in our hair. So if you go get your braids done and you notice that you have swelling in your scalp is irritated, itching, sometimes we blame that, oh, the person that did the braids did it too tight. It's not always that the person did it too tight. Sometimes it's the product, the hair product that we bought, the hair type that we bought, the synthetic hair that we bought is what's irritating our scalp, and it's not because the braider braided it too tight. So that's something to definitely um, watch out and think about. And then another thing also is that when the synthetic hair is sitting on your hair and you're absorbing it through your scalp, the thing is that when somebody else touches your hair, they come in contact with it. So now they have it on their hands, and it can be absorbed through their hands, the palms of their hand. And then they can also spread it. So not only are you making yourself sick, you're probably making your kids and your husband or your wife sick as well. So it's really a very bad situation with these synthetic hair that were tested, and 10 different brands, and they all came back positive. It's just, scary and very upsetting um, information to find, to come across. Right. If anybody has locks and know how to get rid of lint easily without having to pick them one by one, please let me know, because this is like my dread when it comes to my locks, especially in the winter months when you have to wear sweaters and things like that. The lint is just so upsetting. They found in the report also that when it comes to personal care items that are marketed to Black women, there is more toxic chemicals in product marketed to Black women than there are in product that are marketed in the general population. So once again, another scary thought. It's really hard being a Black woman out here. Anyway, so research needs to be done so we can figure out exactly which products we should be avoiding. We need to do our own research. We need to be our own advocates because nobody's looking out for us. So we have to look out for ourselves. So when you go to the store and you go to buy, whatever you buy, your deodorant, your hair product, your shampoo, your conditioner, anything like that, please make sure you're reading, right? You're reading the chemicals that it's in these products. Make sure you're finding out exactly what is used. And I know sometimes it's just easier to go with the familiar things that you know, things that are familiar to you, but they might not be the best, especially if you're putting your whole family at risk just by shampooing your hair. Can you imagine? You go to buy something just to clean your hair out and you end up sick in the hospital because of what you did. Or you buy something to put on your kids' hair and you make them sick. You cannot, like, that's just so devastating. Very, very disturbing news. So we have to advocate for ourselves. We have to educate ourselves and look out for ourselves because nobody is. And so, hopefully companies needs to also be aware that we are all humans. We are all humans. It's not just about money. And they just bank on the fact that people are not reading products. People are just going out and buying based on their socioeconomical status, or people don't care to read the back of the of product that they're using, so they bank on our naivety and just fill their own pockets whilst making the rest of us sick. So, yeah, that's the news that I found. And I was very, very shocked that braiding hair, synthetic braiding hair, have all these chemicals. Like I said, they found carcinogens, things that can cause cancer, VOS, volatile organic compounds. They found benzene, methylene chloride, lead, acetone, all harmful things. And all 10 products came back positive. So not even one product out there was safe. Not one single synthetic hair product out there was safe to be used. So please, 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 please be mindful, of what we buy, of the things that we put um in our hair, on our body, especially on our kids. Please be mindful. I have a lot of new growth. I need to retie my hair, but there's not enough time right now, so I'm gonna give it a couple more weeks. But here's my hair. Just a little dusting trimming that I did. Always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments, please put it down below. We just want to learn, we just want to share and make each other's lives better each day. Thank you. Please comment, share, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.